CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Bustling Philadelphia on up. And is that...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, they've got Curry. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Bradley, and it's Simmons in at the 1.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Now here's Green, following the miss by Giannis. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Middleton finds Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Giannis against Simmons.
And, you know, Antetokounmpo is really a master at getting a hand up in the face of shooters. Excellent at contesting his shots and really distracts guys when they get into their shooting rhythm.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Bucks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Outside, Simmons. He gets that one.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And stolen by Harris. Green finds Curry. Bradley with the ball. Lopez covering. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Poked loose. And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. And no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. By himself, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Outside, Green. Harris, right side. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Giannis passes to Lopez. It's good.
Lopez not to be denied. Nice, strong finish there.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the 76ers. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Scott comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Danny Green.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Korkmaz checked in for Simmons. He hits the second from the line. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Passes it to Scott. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
35 seconds left in the first. And Tucker has it in the corner. Out to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
The pass to Scott. Pass to Korkmaz. Howard. It's good on the putback.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. 76ers lead by 2. Live. And recently on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Philadelphia?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Tries again. And another shot, and he makes that one. Howard's got his second bucket.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to play through it.
Here's Tucker. Here's Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Misses the deep three-point attempt. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Tries yet again. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Giannis has got 7.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And Giannis throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Yes, that goes in. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now, here's Thibault, defended by DiVincenzo. Thibault can't get it to go. The Bucks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Thibault. The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Over to the left wing. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Holiday. Shoots it up. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Stolen by Holiday. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Holiday gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Curry fighting Simmons. 5 to shoot. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Both free throws good from Forbes.
You know, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
And so it's Milwaukee with the... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Green. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Bradley in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Middleton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I like seeing Middleton throw it down like that. Boy, he's a great athlete, and he finishes with a little style, too.
Simmons inside. Giannis is there. To the inside. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Curry.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Back to DiVincenzo. Lopez dishes to Giannis. It's stolen by Bradley. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No good there. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Holiday. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Mike Scott's checked in for Tony Bradley.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Holiday. Curry passes to Green. Lock at 6. Back to Curry. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 8 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Tucker. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Milwaukee also making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Milton finds Howard. Thybulle on the wing. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Scott for the lead. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Scott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Giannis against Scott. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Basket counts. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
The 76ers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
You know, Forbes is slight of frame, guys, but deceptively strong. He can finish through contact if he has to.
Here's Maxey. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Connaughton, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Misses from short range. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Bradley against Portis. Looking to end the run. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Bradley.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Connaughton kicks to Forbes. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand.
You know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in, and Harris drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Left side, Portis. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Bucks ahead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, we've got Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Timeout called the Bucks.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Seth Curry. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency is, you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And they're pushing it up. Here's DiVincenzo up again, and Holiday is right there. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Simmons passes to Green. Passes it to Korkmaz, and stolen by DiVincenzo. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Simmons can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 5. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Ahead, here's DiVincenzo. finished off the break.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Green, and it's Shake Milton in for Korkmaz. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Outside, Simmons. The 11-footer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 6. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Harris, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's a big-time bucket from Harris. I mean, so cool, confident, and composed in these big moments. He's made for them.
On the wing, Giannis. Headed by Simmons. Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And he comes up with the deuce.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. The pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Simmons' shot is good.
Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player, somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Simmons. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. That one doesn't drop. Simmons with the defensive effort. And now Philadelphia on the break. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Giannis outside. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Simmons, money!
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. What a...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at the numbers for Danilo Gallinari.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Hawks, they've got Gallinari, also Clint Capella out there. Trae Young is out there with Collins, and it's Herter in at the point guard. Young, good. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. A 32-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
DiVincenzo with it, now guarded by Gallinari. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Here's Herter. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Young against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Gallinari against Antetokounmpo. Gallinari with the steal. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Trae Young. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kevin Herter. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. That one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Middleton after Clint Capella's bucket. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. Here's Snell. He had 15 points last out, and that one is hammered home.
Look at the leaping ability of Tony Snell. Gets up over the defense and slams it in.
Now the pass to Middleton, and Tucker has it in the corner. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Rondo. Forbes can't get it to go.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Here's Snell. And Bogdanovich kicks to Rondo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 4. Portis, the pass to Middleton. Over Bogdanovich. Another shot. Here's Portis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Rondo passes to Capella. Back to Rondo. This is to Capella. Rebounded by Tucker.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Pass to Connaughton. Middleton for 3, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Middleton on the wing. Bucks passing it around. Back to Tucker. To the middle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Holiday against Young. Pass to Huerter. Atlanta again missing. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They host the Spurs after this one. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board. And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead and transition and create for others.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
So it's the Hawks now, after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Okongwu.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Young. Tucker the pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Tucker. Defense is right there. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Hawks now. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
There's a lot to like about Kevin Huerter as a catalyst. Smart, skilled, and versatile.
Tucker the pass to Middleton. Now here's DiVincenzo. Now here is Holiday. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Tony Snell comes in for Gallinari. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Okongwu with it. Antetokounmpo's there. Okongwu's shot is good.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Giannis outside. Passes to DiVincenzo. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez outside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I love when Lopez attacks like this, putting his size and long strides to great use there.
36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Young. He's got 8. And here is Capella. Feeds it to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. No good on the 3. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. Yep, it counts. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Here's Snell. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They're in good. And that'll about.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Young. Tony Snell is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Huerter in at the 1 spot.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And the shot goes in. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Gallinari covering. Giannis with it. 12 points for him. Trying to get open is Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Hawks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And Herter gets it to go.
Keeping that dribble alive, Herter does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young against DiVincenzo. It's blocked. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Gallinari outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Herter passes to Gallinari. Misses from close range. Milwaukee in the lead. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Giannis has got 10 points here in the second half. Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Milwaukee with the rebound. 1:29 left in the third. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. It's rebounded by Portis.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Tucker. Bucks passing it around. Connaughton passes to Tucker. To the wing on the left. The pass to Portis. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Hawks trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes both free throws. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And so he hits both. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Tucker. Out left to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Over to the left wing. Back to Tucker. Pass to Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. Over Hill. Off target with that shot. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
From deep. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Atlanta making some changes. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Count that bucket.
When Trae Young is feeling it, he can rip up a defense. Quick release and a confident stroke.
Giannis outside. Trying to get open is Lopez.
See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
And Young, here we go. That puts them in the lead.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
On the wing, Giannis. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Young looking it over. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Middleton against Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. And he makes the first. Solomon Hill is checked in for Kevin Huerter. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Giannis inside, working on Collins. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Capella finds Collins. And here's Young. Over Holiday. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Young inside, guarded by Holiday. Young passes to Capella. It's stolen by Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
How big he lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Young drives in, and it's good. 2 points.
Trae Young doesn't get rattled and plays pressure.
And here is Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando comes in for Clint Capella. And Okongwu's subbed in for John Collins.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Got a hand on it. Gallinari against Middleton. Lets it go. Count it!
That is world-class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
On the wing, Holiday. A drive by Giannis. Yes!
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Young outside.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Bullseye!
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide-open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. There and with tip-off.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Landry Shamet is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Harden. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of the season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And the second free throw, good. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden the pass to Jordan. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Harden. Good D by Lopez.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jordan's got 6. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Now here is Holiday. After the miss from KD. Misses in close.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. A 32-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Antetokounmpo, rebounded by the Nets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it the most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Brown comes in for Landry Shamet. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Brown, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And there's the pass to Connaughton. Inside, trying to get open is Irving. Portis can't get it to go. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 15-5 run. The kick out to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Griffin. Outside Irving. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Baseline try. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Forbes. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for Jordan. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kevin Durant. Outside Irving. Brown outside. Here's Luwawu. Off target from outside. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Bucks. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Irving surveying the floor. 7-foot shot.
Well, physical on-ball defense, something we come to expect every night from Tucker.
Pass to Luwawu. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Tucker. It's Middleton at the elbow. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Bucks trail by 12. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. From down in the low post, it goes. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Irving passes to Luau. Right side Griffin, 11 feet away, and the shot is long. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Landry Shamet's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it's James Harden in for Irving. The Bucks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Nets leading by 8. Now, here is Harden. He had 40 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice. He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here is Harden, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Antetokounmpo against Durant, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez, and it's good for 2. Now just a 2-point Nets lead. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Giannis against Durant, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, doesn't Kevin Durant like to put defenders on their heels, and he gets them to foul? Love it.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. Brown is checked in for Landry Shamet. And Luwawu subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And really deep three that time. Durant's got 10 points.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
Back to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And it's sent back by PD. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Portis. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Griffin kicks to Durant. Jeff Green on the wing. KD finds Griffin. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And that one's good, Irving.
Guys, how good is Kyrie Irving at shielding off defenders and getting the soft shot up on the drive?
And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good, well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better? And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Harden out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jordan, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
It's Giannis with the drive, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden scanning the floor. Stolen by Holiday. Giannis with it, guarded now by Durant. Antetokounmpo against Harden. Giannis is double. Lopez outside. The wide open look here for Holiday. No good. That would have tied it. And for the Nets, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. To the middle. Jordan kicks to Harris. Offensive rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Holiday against Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Right side, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Harden, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Harden outside. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Harden up top. He's got 12. And there it is for him. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Brown comes in for Harris. Kyrie Irving is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. The Bucks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Now here's Irving. D right on him.
So Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Back to Portis. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Irving with it. Picked up by Portis. Now Irving. He's got 8. Shoots over Portis. Forbes with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Connaughton. Can't connect from short range. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Holiday. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Bruce Brown. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Harden against Holiday. And Harden with the stop.
And that instant response. Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Giannis. Here's Lopez over Jordan. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Lopez has mastered the art of the pump fake. He gets the defense lifted. Terrific patience.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Middleton with it. Here's Giannis in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his third foul so far. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Harden. Harris dishes to Harden. From the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot off. Good D by Jordan. Irving passes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. KD's on him. Good on the shot.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Harden outside. 1:10 left in the fourth. And the layup is good. Harden's got 30 points.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Holiday with the three. And that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Harris inside. Defended by Middleton. Pass to Irving. There's the three. The rebound by Middleton.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Drew Holiday. To the paint. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist from KD.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Here's Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Harris, no good. It's Giannis with the drive. It's good.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Lopez with the steal. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance. And this is why he gets paid the...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
Things in Los Angeles
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him. Here we go.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Simmons. Bradley is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Curry in at the shooting guard. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Now here's Bradley. Stolen by Holiday. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And the rejection by Curry. That one goes in. And here is Simmons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Giannis against Simmons. Lays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. But double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Bradley. Harris misses.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A putback and staying with the play, Middleton.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Simmons inside. Giannis is there. Simmons. Out to Harris. 5 on the clock. Another shot. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Beautiful in the mid-range there. Sometimes it looks automatic for Tobias Harris.
Holiday goes in. And stolen by Simmons. Here we go. 1-on-1. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night. And that one misses. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And he gets it to go.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Forbes the pass to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Goes back up. That one goes. Count it. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
51 seconds left in the first quarter.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. 29 seconds left to play in the first. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Forbes. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And that one's good. Maxey.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 3 on the clock. Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top, up 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Scott is out there with Howard. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And the shot goes down. Middleton's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Out to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. To the wing on the left. Stolen by Middleton. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Here's Giannis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now here's Simmons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And it's sent back by Lopez. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here.
Man. Caution. Flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Harris inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. Harris, good.
Well, Tobias just going strong that time.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 6-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Bucks leading by 6. Green with the rebound.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Bucket is good. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Fires, high post, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Pull-up jumper from Tobias, and he's feeling it. He likes to get to this shot.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Comes up empty down low.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Curry kicks to Milton. He dishes it to Bradley. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Seth Curry. Howard with the steal. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Drew Holiday is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Now here's Milton. Defense right on him and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Milwaukee.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
And both free throws good for Howard. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the 76ers on the break. Scott the pass to Milton. All alone. Rebound Milwaukee.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And here's Maxey. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 3. And now we'll send it over. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Harris against DiVincenzo, and slam dunk by Harris.
Tobias can take you off the bounce. He has that strong face-up game and creates offense that time.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Simmons finds Harris. No good with the triple. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 7. They host the Spurs after this one. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Lopez powering through that time.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The drive by Simmons. No good that time. So Milwaukee, they'll take it the other way.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Antetokounmpo. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Simmons slams it in.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Simmons slams it in.
And your point guard's gotta be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Giannis with it, now guarded by Brad. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Simmons.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Holiday finds Lopez. Bradley with some nice D.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Green in the post, defended by DiVincenzo.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Giannis against Simmons. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because he seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Here's Middleton, and he jams it with authority.
Middleton getting up there allows him, with that height, to get up and jam it down.
1:03 left to play in the third. No good from Simmons. Bucks leading by 9. Holiday with it. Picked up by Harris. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Here's Giannis. Green with the rebound. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And it's blocked by Scott. And they'll keep possession.
Now, that reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Connaughton. Clock at 6. Here is Forbes, and it's sent back by Howard. The shot comes out. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The 76ers trail by 7. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Howard, the pass to Milton. That one good for 2.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Howard. And now Philadelphia on the break. The shot by Curry, no good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. 9-point game. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Curry on the wing. And Green slams it in.
Look, it's a broken record game plan on Green to take away the outside shot. So what does he do? Wiggles inside and throws it down.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Curry against Holiday to the inside. Bradley. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
They get a hand on it, and Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Curry. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lopez. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Simmons can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 11. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. On the wing, Holiday. Giannis against Simmons. Antetokounmpo. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The 76ers trail by 11. And here's Simmons for 3. They get it back. Harris kicks to Simmons. From downtown, a new 14 for the 76ers.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
There's the pass to Giannis. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Holiday surveying the floor. Knocks down the 3-ball. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Middleton outside. Passes it to Holiday. Giannis kicks to Holiday. Middleton for 3. It doesn't go for him. Pass to Milton. Drops it in.
And not known for his passing, but Harris is...
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seated. And with
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Tony Snell. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. To the left wing. Here's Herter, defended by DiVincenzo. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Atlanta with the ball. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Clark, they sit back in Greece. All of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
They retain possession. Another block.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Capella, the pass to Fernando. Lopez with the steal. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Here's Collins. Tries again. Capella. They shoot again. Passes it to Snell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Fernando. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. The drive by Giannis. So they take the lead.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Collins. Now, here is Young. Last time out, he had 13 points. Greg, is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Giannis. Following the basket by Trae Young. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Snell from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Tony Snell. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Capella trying to free himself up. Misses the layup. The Bucks trail. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Middleton. And stolen by Okongwu. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young's running. The Hawks again can't hit. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Forbes. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. He gets it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Hawks on top, up 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here is Forbes, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Portis, and Connaughton has it in the corner. Back to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. Can't hit that one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Connaughton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Young, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Fernando, the pass to Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Now, here is Holiday. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Had the space there, but it's offline. Atlanta leading by 3. Gallinari attacking, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Down low, stolen by Collins. And now Gallinari pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Giannis outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fernando. No good on that one. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks trail by 5. The shot by Holiday, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Antetokounmpo against Bogdanovich. Pass to Fernando. Lopez with the steal. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Middleton outside from 17 feet out, and the jumper is good.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Collins passes to Bogdanovich. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta. Holiday looking for an opening. Middleton outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez, no luck. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Houston. Here's Fernando, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. And the first few years of Trae Young's career have been fantastic. Bucks fans love the guy. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Clint Capella. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Okongwu in at the power forward. Holiday against Young. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Holiday.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Young taking his time here. This is his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Young. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The pass to Forbes. Giannis right side. Back to Holiday. Portis trying to free himself. Holiday gets the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement that time. Antetokounmpo skilled at taking apart a defense with his passing.
Young against Holiday. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. Outside Holiday. Up again. It's good on the putback. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well. They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Holiday against Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
The first one falls. Atlanta making some changes. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella, and Collins subbed in for Okongwu. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Herter. Here's Fernando. Defended by Portis. That one drops for him.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And Holiday, here we go. Dishes it to Tucker. Count it. Good.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Atlanta leading by 5. And here's Young. He's got 14. Outside Collins. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Collins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Tucker with the ball. Outside Holiday. And yes, it's good. Holiday's got 8.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Young against Holiday. A nice shot by Young.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Young against Holiday. And the pass to Tucker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Portis. That one doesn't go. And Atlanta will come the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Young. Here's Fernando. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Passes it to Connaughton. Up top, Tucker. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Collins looking around. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Milwaukee.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Collins against Holiday. Collins passes to Fernando. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Snell. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
There's the dish to Giannis. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got his fourth rebound in this one. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Here's Giannis. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
That's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the dunk by Capella.
Capella, for a big guy, really runs the floor fluidly. Always nice to have a big man who's good at the rim run.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
Outside Collins. He feeds it to Capella. And good that time. Capella's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Loads it up for Giannis. Double team on Holiday. Stolen by Collins. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. Capella, the pass to Fernando. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Alinari comes in for Tony Snell. Young's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for John Collins. Here's Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, with double checking, and the game can.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, with double checking, and the game continues on.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Out to Gallinari. Now, here is Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Holiday finds Lopez. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And what about the composure of Lopez? Fantastic.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Now, Giannis. Misses the 3. Here's Young. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K. If you're going for the 2K League, you need to be really out there in the community, Twitter and everything. 'Cause unfortunately, you kind of need people to know.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So the next starting five. Durant is out there with Harris, then it's Harden, then it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now here's Harden, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. About 1 minute into the first quarter. DiVincenzo finds Holiday, and it's blocked by Jordan. They get it back. Shot's good by Middleton. Harden with it. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And he makes good on the layup. Harden's got his second bucket of the night. Greg, coming out of the All-Star break, a couple teams have really turned up the intensity, haven't they?
Playoff seedings are in sight, Kev, and no doubt this is a crucial stretch of the season, especially for teams that will be on the bubble. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Stolen by Middleton. Giannis drives in. Tipped away. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden up top, guarded by Holiday. Taken away by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Good on the bucket. 8 points for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like he was just another day at the office.
Now here's Green. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. There's Giannis. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Irving against Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Irving attacking. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
Here's Forbes. No good from outside. Brooklyn trailing. Brown dishes to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Forbes. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jeff Green on the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for him.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Off on the layup.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin on out there with Luwawu. Then there's Irving. And it's Shamet in a 2-guard. To the middle, here's Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Outside Irving. Feeds to Griffin. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Here is Forbes. Some solid defense there from Irving.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Harris is checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Taken away by Holiday. The feed to Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Lopez. Shamet with the steal. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Good. Harris has got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
Inside, here's DiVincenzo. And he overshot that one, missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Harris inside the line. Durant, and Durant is right there.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Giannis passes to Holiday. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Harden kicks to Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played, but don't sleep on it.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday attacking. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Taken away by Holiday. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
No good from Jordan.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
3 seconds left. And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And that'll do.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
They've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Harden dishes to Jordan. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Portis. Antetokounmpo inside. KD's on him. Outside Jordan. Out to Harris. Harden outside. Launches a 3. But they'll get another chance. From deep, Green. They grab their own miss. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside Irving. Dishes it to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeff Green picks one up.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Giannis inside. Guarded by Green. Bucks passing it around. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And that one's good, Irving.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. To the inside. Griffin finds Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
From deep. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Back to Green. Pass to Luwawu. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Portis.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Green. Landry Shamet comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Back to Harden. Pulls up, high post. Offensive rebound.
Well, Joe Harris known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Forbes. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Griffin with some nice D. Harden outside. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. For three, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Bucks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. So he gets them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
A nice shot by Jordan.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Brown out there with Griffin. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Yep, that one goes in there.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Count that one. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
You know this. Kyrie Irving, when he has the hot hand, is lethal. On a night-by-night basis, he is an absolute matchup nightmare.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Irving way outside. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 6. And it's good for 2.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Irving against Holiday. Irving passes to Shamet. Fires from the line. Irving misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Irving drives in. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here's Irving, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. They're running. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Harden, that's good.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Giannis is double. And it's blocked by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. The Nets have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Here's Harden. Second chance shot. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drains the 3-pointer.
Joe Harris, confident, fearless, big-time shot delivery.
Middleton outside. Giannis with it, picked up by Harris. Lopez, and the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
Oh, my goodness, Lopez with a big-time delivery from the big man.
Harden against Holiday. The pass to Harden. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. And it's Green with the jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
And here's Harris from the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks have gone 7-9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting. And Giannis throws it down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Jordan kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant down low. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Over in the corner, onto Kumbo.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, KD. Green passes to Durant. Here's Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical three-point cushion. What poise.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.